Okay. Man. These races are giving us a serious run for our money lately. There is indeed stuff to buy. This one's more 90-degree turns. Huh. We'll see how that goes. Curious, and I was getting a little tired of how many hard corners there were in the other one, though, so this one might be a little easier to take. I guess we'll see. Look how smart I am. Ow. Sent that thing right into my head. What? Just landed on someone else, I guess. Okay, I don't like how many turns there are stranded jumps here, but oh well. I don't have a particular judgment of this course yet, aside from just disliking how many times you have to turn straight into some kind of jump or something, but otherwise it doesn't seem too bad. Of course, having a hard time keeping up, but that's more just the fact that I'm not used to this place, I think. Although the pack's actually getting pretty dispersed this time. Come on! Also, the audience says things if you wipe out in this one. And that was not something that needed a preload. Okay. You did not deserve that preload. Yeah. Man, everyone is really far behind me, or at least a bit ahead of me. I want to preload that one. I have some intuition of when to preload, I feel like. It's more... a big part of it is just that it's hard to actually do so. Get your bike off, mate. Get off! The number of times I've been substantially slowed down by someone hitting me is really annoying. I don't mean like in the way of like knocking off my bike, but in the sense of someone's bike gets stuck on me. Yeah, I don't know what it's about these supercross races that make me the whole time feel like it's just a struggle to keep up with everyone. And I generally do, but it's another route to actually get ahead anywhere. It gives me a lot more trouble, but than anything else comparable does in the other races for the most part. And it could just be stats still, but I don't know why everyone would have way higher stats in Supercross than all the other types of races, so I don't think that's correct. Did we never do Enduro? And we never did do Enduro, did we, in Glacier Resort? I should have done that. Wanted to reload there. Let's hit all of them. Okay, we're not ready for this. Whatever. Let's just go do Enduro. This is not working. I don't know what it is about this in particular that seems so much more difficult with Supercross. I have two more of these though. I was liking finishing these things up. Okay, thinking. We do want to check our tires. Snow's supposedly good for this one. This is an enduro where we likely want to have, if anything... Honestly, I'll just go for medium on this one. I forgot that one. You can lean forwards to turn harder, supposedly. Although, I mean... I guess? Maybe? So, thing is, you lean with the same stick that you turn with. So, is it that if you get a better turning radius if you press the stick forwards and to the side instead of just to the side? Here's some of those fun jumps you have on this course. Here we go. I mentioned some of the natural terrain here, and the resort is cool. This song, man. Absolutely clobbered. Censoring every rhyme. Okay. Anyways. Honestly, I'm kind of legitimately surprised they don't censor the words war and sword in this game, despite sword being part of the song's name. But just considering the other things that they censor in the song. Get out of here. Up we go. So I've not seen the most fun thing about the resort, unfortunately. It's almost weird hearing any lines that don't have censored sounds in them. It's like part of the song at this point. Wait, what? What did they just censor? Well, I feel like what they just censored is not something I remember being something censor-worthy. In any capacity. Like, I cannot imagine it being offensive to anyone at all. Am I wrong? I know I keep commenting on this, but it's a thing that is constantly going on. And again, like, there's a word censored like every few seconds in this song. I don't exaggerate. So... It's so awkward to hear. Okay. Cut an entire line. It's just something that's going on in my head while I'm kind of autopiloting this particular enduro race, because this race isn't actually feeling too rough, all things considered. And the thing is, everyone gets so far apart in these enduro races. Like, this is the one where you can get way ahead of your opponents, because you can take really different routes and so on. Just the opportunity that there is to break away is just unmatched in any other races in the game. Even considering that you have lots of rubber banding that's inevitably in play. No, this is not the place to be right now. There we go. Okay. So I'm just put those barrels under me. I think we're doing fine though. It's funny to get the contrast between this and some other racing events, like just the other racing events that are like concurrent with this one. course, I could also just screw the whole thing up on the last lap, but I also get really far ahead on this. Dip is a strange way of describing that, but sure. You know, I get so far ahead on that one turn anyways, it's not that big of a deal. Not to say they couldn't gain on me right here, but I messed that up a bit. And this could be another one of those cases where I do well and then just have someone pass at the very end because I screw something up, but I couldn't assume that yet. Go away. Just facing off this one guy here. I don't know if counting this turn here makes sense or not. Yeah, it looks like it worked. Let's try to brave it through these barrels here. Nope! That was fatal. Ah! Never mind! You just completely lost control and hit those barrels. It was fine the first time I went through there. Of course, the time it actually matters is the time it causes any problems. Oh, I still had to repeat a whole race because I screw up at one point at the end, but that's how these things go. All that and the rubber band probably just kicks in full force at the very end of it. Ah, come on. Got that way too close. Where am I going? I think I'm in a totally different part of the race. Okay. Make the cut here, because this seems to actually work out in my favor. Lose control everywhere. I think these barrels actually get reset each time you come through here, unfortunately, so I don't think you can... I think you have to chance every single time you run through there. Whether you'll lose control in a dramatic fashion. How did I get so far behind this time? I was doing perfectly fine before. I'm practically in last, jeez. We should get a whole bunch on this one turn here, too. Even so. That was in earnest, not actually intentional, but I'll take it. Everyone takes a different path than me there. And they seem to gain on me. I'm not sure how, though. Yeah, taking that straight does seem better than actually going with the turns like they do. Rubbing up against that tree in a way I don't like there. So we're in first again at least, for now. Don't know why it was a bit of a struggle this time, but... I don't really lose speed going off the, so to speak, track there, so... Whether I should always go through these barrels is another question, but as long as I stay on the left... Yeah, if I can lose on speed there. As long as I go through the left, I think I'm okay. I won't... Because basically, I kind of lose control for a bit when I hit those barrels. Mostly, I think, because they make me, they push my, the front of my ATV collides with it and gets pushed up a little bit, so I think I basically just lose traction because my front wheels leave the ground. Well, also my front wheels are the ones that turn. So I can't steer if my front wheels are not on the ground. So I believe that's what the... What? Why? How? Problem is that they caused me. I think I took a way better line there. But, as long as no super crazy bounces happen, which I think can, granted. Me losing control for just a moment and mostly going straight is fine, as long as I'm not already going towards something that will make me wipe out. Like a big trait! Well, I may have just lost all that again. We'll see. And still gain them a little bit in these parts too. Not a whole lot. Rather get first on this one to try to get first in the tournament. Go away, get your bike off me. Yeah, just make sure I'm going to the left here, I'm pretty okay. I do lose some speed bumping around after that too, because I tend to fly into the wall, but this is where that short track was. I don't have good memories of this place. Oh man. There we go. I got the most points too. Okay, also probably don't have to do too well on the next course to actually get first in the tournament. That's good. Oh, wetlands is where the next one is. Okay. Ugh, man, this was an unexpectedly arduous recording session today. We're still making our way forwards, but oh boy. So wetlands you might see for the first time soon. I'd probably like to do freestyle though at Glacier Resort to give it a little farewell before we move on to the next places though. Yeah, wetlands is the last amateur course. For some reason this just doesn't have short course or whatever. I forgot Wetlands Preserve was a thing. And we can move on to pro stuff short after. So only 2 more places to do freestyle. Now we can start doing some really fun pro freestyles, hopefully. Not sure how long they'll last me. There are 2 more rounds on here too, jeez. I don't know what's going on with Supercross. I don't know why they give me so much trouble. I guess I just don't do well on them, like, execution-wise, but I don't know. We'll try pro stuff and or maybe expert stuff sometime soon too, though. I'm not sure what we'll do after the little bit of freestyle that's remaining at the resort. Presumably, I'll finish off anything to do in the wetlands, which is not a lot, because there's no short track in the wetlands. There is an enduro there. There's no national there. Expert has that's weird. Expert seems to have a course there. That's just strange. Just for the sake of seeing new stuff, I'll probably move on to pro before doing expert stuff. I also don't know how hard expert is, and already not doing a great job at anything anyways. But we'll see. Anyways, next time everybody. I will try to show you. Yes, I'm sure it's in one of the target selecting things, selecting all of the target collection objectives. We're going to see the coolest thing about the Glacier Resort, which we have not seen yet, but it's a thing everyone remembers. As you couldn't sensibly make it part of a race or anything, as cool as that would be. But anyways, bye everyone, we'll see you next time. Probably.